So I always forget I live in Panajachel while I'm here in Guatemala, and I think I should actually show you around the town here. This is the central town of the lake. It's where most of the business is done. It's where everybody comes to. It's a sort of central transportation hub. Everybody comes here, then they go on to their other towns. This is where all the boats leave from and return to. And this is the place in town. Here we have two, actually no, there's three. There's three very large supermarkets and kind of everybody from around the lake. And I know there's markets around the lake, but of like specialty products and whatever, they come here, and this is like where they come to get all those kind of things. And especially if you want the American stuff, you gotta come to La Torre or the Despensa. So I guess today what I'm gonna do is just throughout the day take random video of what is in Panajachel, because I tend to forget all the time because I live here. It's like, well, I'm here, so it's boring to me, but everybody else doesn't know about it. So you'll see later on in the video there's going to be just random stuff as I walk around town today, and you'll see what Panajachel looks like. I actually really like it. This is my walk into town. This is like sort of the main strip. Walk down here, and then where the road ends down there, that's the center of town. So this is the town center. It's currently 9 o'clock in the morning, so it's a Tuesday, so there's not actually a whole lot going on. And this is like the center where everything converges and meets. So this is the big city, Panajachel. It's a dog feeding station they have here. Basically, you can donate money, and then they'll put food in there, and the street dogs come feed from it almost every day. Actually, every day. So from the other side, this is what we got. Downtown Panajachel. There's a cute puppy there. And another one. I could do this all day and not stop. There's hundreds. This is where the markets sort of all start here. This is where they sell, all the vendors sell stuff on the streets. Cafe Loco. This is one of the most famous coffee shops here in Panajachel. It's kind of like the Starbucks of here. And then of course we have Panajachel. It's like the Hard Rock Cafe, Panajachel style. And another little complicated street. Right in the middle of the main strip here in Calle Santander is a tenement Mayan. This is where all the artisans, it's like you go up there and there's hundreds and hundreds of little stores, and you can buy all the typical, all the products that are handmade here. And as you can see, some of the wooden shutters up there because the stores are closed. It's 9 o'clock on a Tuesday morning, but give it a Friday or a Thursday afternoon and every single one of those shops will be open and full of stuff. Here is Guayimbo's. Here is one of the most popular spots in Panajachel. If you come here any evening after like 3 o'clock, this place won't have a seat in it. It is so packed busy. I think it must have a contract with all the hotels here to send them here for food. And then we get to my favorite place. This is personally my favorite. These guys are amazing in here. They make you whatever you want. And as I'm on a keto diet, I just basically get fried chicken and some eggs, and they accommodate me very, very well. And I also only drink Diet Coke, and they get it in for me because they don't normally carry it year round. So when I'm here for my 5 or 6 weeks, they make sure there's Diet Coke there for me. One of my favorite things here, and especially Lake Atitlán, most of the towns around here, is they have all these little callejons, they're called, little alleyways, and you just take them, like they shortcut in between the little main streets, so they're like a shortcut to get through to the other street without having to walk down and all the way around. But sometimes they come to a dead end and there's no signs, and you basically walk for like 15 minutes down there, and all of a sudden it's like, oh no, it's just a house, so you gotta return and try to figure it out. I kind of know most of them now that have been here for such a long time, but at the start it was like trial and error. There's not a single sign that says that it's a dead end street. And we're back down to more vendors all setting up here for the morning. getting their wares out. And there are literally hundreds of them. Like a quarter of them aren't even set up yet. And as always, we have our dogs. As we get closer to the lake, we come down through this. This is like just a gauntlet of stores. Give it another hour and I would say 99% of these stores are open, and people are very pleasant. The vendors are always very pleasant. There's nobody like harassing you to buy anything. It's just, you know, buenos dias, buenas tardes, you know, that's it. And there's no actual harassment, and it's very pleasant to walk through here and see all the colors and the typical and all the products that they're selling. So you can't get through to the lake without coming down here. So I don't honestly. Oh yeah, I did. I thought I'd never bought anything here. I did buy a sweatshirt one night because it got really cold. Really cold. Like, yeah, it was 50 degrees, and it's like I have no long sleeve clothes, so I did buy a sweatshirt here, and I'm sure I overpaid for it. I paid 20 bucks, but hey, what are you gonna do? And of course, as you get down to the end here, this is why everybody comes here. This is the absolute most gorgeous lake probably in the world. Where the launches take off, some of them. Most of these are private. You pay about $40. They'll take you across the lake. You got a dog. Say they'll take you across the lake. They'll even wait on you. Usually give you 2 or 3 hours to do whatever you want to do at the other time, and then they'll take you back over here again. Hi. And they do have bathrooms you can use. You do have to pay for them. It costs like 2 quetzales, but at least they do have bathrooms. And a lot of people go down there and get their picture taken at the Panajachel. I think that costs 5Q. So this is gorgeous. So a little park here, park benches. You can down here just sit, look at the lake, enjoy the view, rent kayaks if you want. It's not very many people actually do that for some reason. Not 100% sure. And they do smell gasoline, so I think it's that. Like, look at that. Isn't that just like a postcard? So we walk down one way of the street, right at the lake, and then we walk back up that way. It's parallel, and it just goes direct straight up. It's not as busy a street as Calle Santander. It does have some coffee shops and some stuff in it, and I like it actually because it is just a little bit quieter and easier to walk up to. On this street we do have the Porto del Lago Hotel. This is one of the fanciest hotels here in Panajachel, and just to give you an idea of the prices, Like this is top end. This is like high falutin, posh. 2 swimming pools, a gym, all that kind of stuff. Air conditioning, even though you don't need air conditioning, and a restaurant inside it. And it costs $100 a night. Just to give you an idea of prices. I pay 14. Here we have a parking lot here, and some roosters, and some chickens. I walked all the way back up to the center again, and I'm going to continue walking up this street. Normally I go up to the left, but I'm going to go straight ahead and head up and show you the church. Walked past one of the many motorcycle shops here. They're kind of cheap. Like the average price of one of these motorcycles here is probably around like $1,000 to maybe $1,200. That's why every single person here has one, and the plate is included with it, and you don't need insurance, so everybody has one. This will eventually be the new clinic in town, and it's free. Just make sure you bring gloves and bandages and whatever medicine you need. They'll treat you, but you got to bring all your own stuff. And this is my chicken place where they roast the chickens, and I usually buy one there for, I think it's 60Q for a whole one and 34Q for a half a one. This is kind of another little big intersection where everybody coming from Hucanya and Santa Catarina, they all come in this way, and then people coming from Calle Santander come up this way, and then they all head up this way to the church. As I said, everybody here has a moped or a motorbike. Friday and Saturday nights here, it's absolutely crazy. There's a guy dressed as Mayan traje. This is what they all wear here in the man, but not the young men. They should be the farmers who wear this. Coming up to the back of the church at this point. This is actually Central Parque. It's usually very quiet in there. I don't see too many people in it. It's not like a normal Central Park where it's packed. And this is the back of the church. The library is right across the street. All these metal bars are brand new this year. They didn't put them up here before until this year because there were people spreading dog poop in the church, and nobody knew why, so they decided it's to enclose the whole place in gates. And as you can see, this is actually, oh, there's a dog with a donut, or what looks like a donut. Here we are at the front of the church. This is what it looks like after you come around the back of it, and then the main bank of the town is over there, and I live down that way. So the church is up that way, where this bus is now coming down the street that it doesn't really fit. You better get out of the way. It's gonna get run over by a bus. And I live down here. So a little alleyway. Down here, turn to the right, turn to the left. I won't bore you with the details, so I'll just show you little bits. And this is Posada del Bosque. This is where I stay.